Good morning, students. In the last class, we have seen what is प्रोजेक्ट अप्रेजल. ओके, जो भी प्रोजेक्ट है, अगर उसको कोई भी बैंक अगर इफ़ दे वांट टू गिव अ लोन टू अ एंटरप्रीनियर, ओके, बड़े बिजनेस को अगर अमाउंट बड़ा है ऑफ द लोन, ओके, द इन्वेस्टमेंट अमाउंट इज़ मोर एंड दे वांट टू गिव अ लोन, देन फर्स्ट थिंग दे विल सी द प्रपोजल. ओके, प्रपोजल दैट इज़ नोन एज प्रोजेक्ट. ओके, प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में पूरा स्क्रूटिनाइज करेंगे. दे विल चेक द डिटेल्स एंड एवरीथिंग and then they will decide whether to reject the project or whether to give the appraisal for that project. Okay, so this is the first step, and once they give the loan, okay, recovery is very important. Okay, तो यहाँ पे रिकवरी करना एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट स्टेप है बोरोवर करे. ओके, सो देर आर डिफरेंट स्टेप्स that are taken by the bank for recall, for advances and recovery. Okay, so let's see what are the steps taken by the bank. Now the question may come as discuss steps followed by bank for recall of advances and recovery thereof from the borrower. Now in introduction, there is sometimes what banks do, bank have to face the problem of recalling on advances. Okay, जैसे कि अगर आप लोगों ने recently बहुत सारे न्यूज़ देखे होंगे. there was a movie also which was come on the scam. Okay, that was the scam movie. Okay, so you all know Nirav Modi, what happened. So he has taken a loan from a bank, that is Punjab National Bank. Okay, and the loan amount was very huge that it finally ended Punjab National Bank into bankruptcy. Okay, so रिकवरी जो है, बैंक को रिकवरी करना इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टास्क एंड अ वेरी टीडियस टास्क ऑल्सो. सो बैंक face the problem of recalling for advances. Whatever loan they have given, they face the problem. So this happens due to variety of reasons. Okay, that is there can be failure of the venture. Okay, venture मतलब जो business है उसको fail हो गया तो recovery करना बहुत difficult है. Then abandonment of ventures by reclaiming borrowers. Okay, so the bank should be very watchful to ensure that appropriate actions are taken to ensure on their advances as soon as the sign of incipient sickness are noticed. Okay, so where the bank is satisfied that a unit cannot be nursed back to health, it here there are some steps that are taken by for to recall advances and recovery thereof of the from the borrower. So what is the first step that is taken? Now this procedure is followed by each and every bank that is there in India. Okay, the first thing is issuing of notice. Bank क्या करेगा? It will start building up the cases by sending notice. Okay, regarding inadequacy of security, overdrawings. Okay, so this notice are sent by the bank, okay, asking them to adjust the same. At the same time, bank will make what makes it intention clear. If borrowers fail to comply with the bank's requirement, actions will be taken. Okay, अगर उसने पे नहीं किया, okay, through notice bank try to say to the borrower को ये कहना चाहता है कि if you don't send if you don't react to this notice or if you don't adjust the money to the notice, what will happen? Bank will take some actions for the recovery of the amount. Okay, so here many attempts are made to keep guarantor posted with the development with the mild threats that liability would be devolved on them if the principal debtor fails to pay. So all such notices are to be sent by the registered AD service. Of the such notice may be deferred when the borrower makes serious attempt to reduce irregularities and is honest about his intentions. Okay, care will be taken to ensure that a borrower does not indulge in any act, okay, which may jeopardize the interest of the bank. If the borrower fails to take any remedial actions, would go to the court. Necessary notices are sent to the borrowers as well as guarantor asking them to prepay the amount. So, and a notice should be indicate the date which such payment is required. If it should be state that the payment is not made within the stipulated date, legal proceedings will be initiated to recover the amount due. Next is demand for stock. Now if the bank is not already in possession of the stock with it, adequate notice should be given to the borrower, okay, calling upon him to hand over the goods at a predetermined place and time as per the agreement of the purpose of sale. Okay, so he will, what they will do, they will demand for the stock. So every effort should be made to take possession of the goods. Okay, so your bank, what they will do, they will make all the efforts to take possession of the goods. If borrower resists voluntary handover, the policy protection may be sought in the appropriate case. Okay, अगर borrower himself gives the goods then it's okay, otherwise they will take all the actions to possess the goods. मतलब जो goods है उसको possess, मतलब to take that goods to the bank, okay, is the responsibility of the bank if the borrower doesn't pay the amount. Then next is issue of letters. Okay, if all the measures fail, okay, suppose notice bheja, then demand for stock, these two things if fails, okay, then bank has to send a letter of the letter to the borrower recording the fact of non-delivery and also advice controlling office. Okay, so this letter will be sent to the borrower. Next is legal actions. So legal actions against the guarantor may be proceeded along with the sale of goods or independently. Sale of goods may be public auction or private contract. So suit should be filed immediately to prevent the borrower from dealing with the goods in the manner determined to the bank. Okay, so this the fourth step is what, they have to take a legal action. Okay, legal action लेने के बाद what they will do, they will take the what you call action against the guarantor, may be proceeded along with the sale of goods independently. Sale of goods may be or a public auction or a private contract, however how they want, they will sell the goods. Okay, and a case will be filed against the legal action that is taken to the borrower. Next is attachment of property. So in extreme cases, okay, in extreme cases where the banks comes to know that the borrower or a guarantor do not act deed which may eventually destroy the remedy available with the bank, in such situation bank may move to the court for the attachment of property before judgment and appointment of receiver is pressed for. Okay, so here they agar ye sare what you call steps are taken and the borrower doesn't come to a proper position, then this thing will be taken to the court. Okay, and court will handle the thing. So these are the steps that are taken by the bank to recover the amount. Moving on to the next question, that is explain the process of recovery under scrutinization and reconstruction of financial assets etc. Act. Okay, so what is the process of recovery? Okay, there are many process under different act. Okay, so the process under scrutinization and reconstruction of financial asset act. Okay, under this act, okay, first thing is what, once the bank made up the mind to call up the advance to a suit is filed in the court. Okay, जब bank decide करता है now it's over, we have to file a case against the borrower, then bank क्या करेगा, it will make it in a mind that we have to call for the advance. Okay, whatever loan that is given we have to call for that, and what will do, they will file a suit in a court and recovery mechanism starts operating. Okay, now there is a recovery mechanism with each and every bank, okay, to recover the money. Okay, so they cannot recover the money anyhow however they want. First thing, they have to follow the steps that is there in the recovery mechanism. So the suit for hearing the court may take a long time, hence at a time back prefer to enter into compromise with the defaulter borrower. So however, if this is not forthcoming, bank has to concrete on the plain field. Okay, so in case of joint stock company, bank should file a plaint giving Details like name of the partner of the suit, cause of action, valuation of the suit for the purpose of stamp duty, list of documents, jurisdiction of the court, etc. So these are the details that is given if it is a joint stock company, and they should file a plaint. Okay, now plaint is what? It is a suit that is filed against the partner. Okay, so here the name of the partner should be there, action of cause of action, what, why this case is filed, okay, that should be given, valuation of the suit for the purpose of stamp duty, okay, document, jurisdiction of the court. So all these documents should be there. Now, what is the process of recovery under scrutinization and reconstruction of Financial Asset Act 2003? Okay, so there is a process for that. First thing is what? स्क्रूटिनी प्रोसेस का फर्स्ट स्टेप क्या है? इट इज़ पुलिंग ऑफ लोन्स एंड रिसीवेबल्स. ओके, फर्स्ट थिंग व्हाट दे विल डू, दे विल पुल ऑफ द लोन्स एंड रिसीवेबल. सो अंडर एसेट स्क्रूटिनाइजेशन अ फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन व्हाट इट डज, इट pools and packages individual loans and receivables, create security against them, get them rated and sell them to the investors in the market. Okay, first thing they will do what? They will under asset scrutinization, whatever assets are there. Okay, so what they will do, first thing is what? They will the financial institutions pools and packages individual loans. Okay, whatever individual loans are there, they will pool it, matlab they will bring it together, and they will create a security against them and get them rated. Okay, they will get them rated and sell it to the investors in the market. A variety of receivables or a loan can be used for the asset scrutinization. There are many what you call receivables and loans that are used for asset scrutinization. Thus, housing loans, credit card loans, vehicle loans for varying maturities can be converted into security for appropriate duration. Okay. However, it is absolutely necessary to pool assets of a homogeneous nature together to ensure follow-up. ओके, जो असेट्स है, जैसे कि दे विल कैटेगराइज द लोन. ओके, जैसे कि होम लोन दे विल कैटेगराइज क्रेडिट कार्ड लोन्स, दे विल कैटेगराइज vehicle loan. So they will categorize homogeneous loans, that is homogeneous assets, they will pull together and they will use it as a they will invest them in the market. Next is conversion of loan to stable portfolios. Now, bank and financial institution, what they will do, they will convert the loans they have given to a suitable portfolio. Now, whatever loan bank ने जो लिया है, okay, bank whatever loan they have given, what they will do, they will convert it into a suitable portfolios. Now, portfolio is what? It is a very important thing for a bank, okay, to recover the loan amount. So thus, if a bank sells a particular loan portfolio to another bank, okay, एक जो portfolio है, okay, if it sells to another bank, it becomes the responsibility of the other bank to recover the loan amount, okay, from the original debtors. अगर एक बैंक है, suppose there is a State Bank of India. Now State Bank of India gives the portfolio of his assets to another bank, maybe it's a HDFC bank. Now HDFC bank की वो responsibility बनती है कि they have to recover the loan from the debtors. Okay, now suppose I have taken a loan and I have taken a loan from State Bank of India. Okay, after giving so many notices from State Bank of India, I don't pay off the loan. So my portfolio, what they will do, मतलब my and many other defaulters, okay, जिन्होंने लोन पे नहीं किया, उन सबका पोर्टफोलियो बना के बैंक क्या करेगा? स्टेट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, इट विल गिव टू HDFC. Now HDFC further will look after the recovery of the loan. So recovery under scrutinization and reconstruction of financial assets thus becomes a complicated and involves a process. So it is a very lengthy process. ऐसा नहीं कि directly you can get the loan recovered. So it involves many processes. Next is existing legal framework in India. Now, while international banks and financial institutions have the power to take the possession of the securities and sell them, bank in India do not have such powers. Okay, so here the existence of legal framework relating to commercial transactions has not kept pace and changing commercial practices and financial structures reforms. So this has resulted in slow pace of recovery, defaulting loans, mounting levels of non-performing assets, banks and financial institutions. Next is enactment of new law. So if this process doesn't work, what they will do, there was a new enactment of the law, so that was under the Nasima committee and Ardharjuna Committee, formed from the central government for the purpose of examining bank sector's reform. Okay, have considered the need for the changes of legal system in the respect of these areas. Okay, so this committee have suggested enactment of new legislation for the securitization and empowering banks and financial institutions to take care possession of securities and sell them without the invention of the court. Okay, so here there is no involvement of the court. So acting on this, suggestions and securitization and reconstruction of financial asset act 2003 was passed to regulate these activities and to enforce security interest and other penalties. So the provision of this act enables banks and financial institutions to recover their dues from long-term assets, to manage the problem of liquidity asset liability mismatch, and improve recovery by exercising powers to take possession of securities, sell them, and reduce non-performing assets by adopting measures of recovery or reconstruction. The main provision is what under the recovery under this act, that is possession or sale of securities. Now this is working now presently in India, that is यहाँ पे कोर्ट का कोई इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं रहता. इन एक्सट्रीम केसेस दे विल गो टू द कोर्ट, अदरवाइज दे विल सॉर्ट आउट एट देयर लेवल ओनली. सो फर्स्ट इज वॉज पोजेशन एंड सेल ऑफ सिक्योरिटीज. ना एक्ट क्या करता है, दिस एक्ट एम्पावर्स बैंक, ओके, and financial institutions to take possession of the given securities for the financial assistance and sell or lease them or take over the management in case of default. That is classification of borrower's account as non-performing asset in accordance with the directions given under the guidelines issued by the Reserve Bank of India from time to time. Second is authorized personnel. Now right of secured creditors, okay, will be exercised by one or more Reserve Bank of Indian officers, okay, authorized by the central government. Third one is right to appeal. Now here, if the bank takes an action for the recovery, an appeal against the bank can be made to the concerned debt recovery tribunal or to the appellate debt recovery tribunal. So above in short are the main features of recovery under Scrutinization and Reconstruction of Financial Asset Act 2003. So this is what enactment of new law. So under the enactment of new law, there is possession or sale of securities, that is there is authorized personnel, right to appeal. Okay, so these are the three things that was came in by the enactment of new law. So this new law was formed under the suggestion of Nasima committee and Ardharjuna committee, okay, which was formed by the central government of India for the purpose of examining banking sector reform. Okay, banking sector में एक अच्छा सा reform लाने के लिए ये enactment this new law was enacted. Okay, so here this law now adopting these measures, many banks has recovered their loan. Okay, so that is what how they can recover the loan, that is they get the possession of the security and they can sell off that security. They have a authorized personnel which is appointed by the central government, and they have the right to appeal also. Okay, that is if the bank takes an action for the recovery, an appeal can be made by the bank to the concerned debt recovery tribunal. Okay, as I told you, there are 5 debt recovery tribunal in India. Okay, they can go to the debt tribunal and they can ask for a help, okay, so that they can recover their debts. Okay, now you can see almost if you find 10 people, 9 people will be having their loan. So you can imagine how many people are having the loan with them. Okay, so to recover them, this is the best thing, that is enactment of the new law. So it gives more right to the bank to recover the loan amount. So in this class we have seen how to recover the loan. In the next class we will see what are the recovery measures that are taken by the bank to actually proceeding for the legal measures.